We're going to begin lying down on the back, but you might get your couple of yoga blocks if you have some. Just put them beside you within arm's reach, because we might just use them in a minute. So once you're ready, go ahead and lie down, knees bent. Nothing under your head here. You're going to start to move towards bridge pose in a moment. So we're going to bring the focus low down in the belly. Bring the hands to rest on the lowest part of the belly. Elbows wide, let the shoulders relax. As we bring our awareness down into the body, let's become aware in particular of the area around Swadisthana chakra, the sacral chakra. It's located there in the lower belly, just in front of your sacrum. Breathe out and feel the belly relax down, the sacrum landing on the earth. And then you've created a little more space for the inhale to be bigger. So let's do this for the next few rounds of breath. Just let the exhalation take that fraction longer, giving you more space for the inhale. Feel the inhale rise in the belly. And bringing the awareness down low into the body here, notice any physical sensations. With the next inhale, let's rock the pelvis forward. So you can keep your hands on your tummy. It'll help you to feel the tilting forwards of your pelvis. And as we breathe out, just rock it back, sending the back of the waist towards the earth. Let's do that one more time. So this sacral chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, is associated with the water element, feelings of flow, of connection, and our relationships with others. So let's go again. Let's rock the pelvis forwards one more time. Let's bring the arms down by our sides. And as we breathe out, just roll it on back and now press into the feet and peel the hips up into a little bridge. Get comfortable here, tuck your shoulders in, breathe in, press through the roots to rise a little higher. And as you breathe out, just stay here and give the pelvis a little rock from side to side. We're going to stay with our breath. And as we breathe in, lift the pelvis up, opening that area around the lower belly. As you breathe out, feel the roots, the feet firm, gathering the feet towards you. And then once again, root down to rise up a little more. We might even interlace our fingers here underneath the body. So let's go one more breath like this, bringing that little bit of mobility to your pelvis. Feel it rise, perhaps even tilt a little bit or rock side to side. And then we're going to take our block or blocks and bring them in under the hips. So having got as much height in that bridge as you can, bring the blocks in so that it's not a struggle. And you can land your sacrum right on the support. Sink it on down. Let the weight get right down into the blocks, so much so that the feet start to feel quite light. Relax the arms, a little bit away from your sides. Now bring one leg in. Let's go right leg. Lift the right knee up. Stay here, anchoring the weight of the hips into the blocks. And then if it's not too much, extend the left leg away. Now if that feels too much at this point, just keep it bent. Breathe in. Another option now to lift the right leg, foot towards the ceiling. And circle your foot up there. So maybe the leg isn't fully straight, doesn't matter. Let it bend. Circle the foot the other way. Take another breath. Lengthening to each leg. And then let's swap. See if we can swap mid-air. So all the weight in the blocks, the left leg comes in, right foot to the earth. Start there, both knees bent. Don't turn the head in this one if you can avoid it. Too much pressure in the neck. Okay, let's see about extending the right leg. Treat this as an inquiry, not an order for your body, but just a feeling that could I lengthen? How does that feel? How does it feel if I lift the left foot towards the ceiling? Listen in, circle the foot, wake up the ankle, keep breathing, twirling, getting a little bit of flow into the joints. lubricating the ankle, getting rid of the pops and the clicks. And then let's give it a big stretch up to the sky. Breathe in. Now breathing out, bend both knees. Let the two knees come in towards you, feet off the earth if you can. Lift the legs up to the sky. Breathe here. Take a moment, flex and point the feet. Just trying to wake up the feet. Circle them, flex them, push the heels up. And then, oh, good pop there. Bring the feet down to the earth. So all the pops and the clicks, there's the air in the joint. We're trying to bring a little more flow. Okay, feet on the earth, the hips on the blocks. Breathe here. Take another breath into the belly. Long breath out. Feel that breath go and the body relax deeper into the support. Let's take another breath. So if you don't have these yoga blocks, you can do this with any kind of strong supportive books, things like that, or even just folded blankets. Need to be good and firm. Last breath out. Foam roller can work as well. Okay, let's take our weight into the feet. Press down through the feet. Lift the hips gently off your blocks. Take them out. Now, pause here in your bridge. Take a breath. As we breathe out, lower the back from the top of the spine to the bottom. Roll it down. Get all the way down and then breathe in and rock your pelvis forwards. Breathe out, rock back, draw the knees into the body. Cross the right leg now over the left leg for thread the needle. And slip your right hand now in between the two legs and around the back of the left leg. Left hand comes around and holds on. Let's take a breath. And as we breathe out, just draw the left leg closer to the body. One more breath here, easing it away from you a little as you breathe in. And then breathing out, gather it in. Use the elbow against your right leg there. Open the right hip. Good, release, and let's take that same thing to the other side. Left leg over the right, hand slip in and around the back of the right leg. Good, so just make sure you've brought your left arm in between the two legs and not out around the outside of the left leg. Go to your breath here now. Notice any stiffness you might be experiencing in and around the hips. Send the breath there. Okay, let's release it on out. Legs long and the arms overhead. Big stretch to the fingers, the toes. Breathe out, lift the hands, lift the head, roll it up. And we'll come on over onto our hands and knees. We're going to keep a little bit of movement going now. So hands firm on the earth. Start to circle your hips. Shifting the weight around. This can be small or big circle. Shifting the weight from one hand to the other as we move from one side to the other. Feel the roots. So even as we move through this water element, we have that connection to the earth. Go around the other way. Feel the flow of the breath and the awareness here in the pelvis. Slow down to meet your breath. One more. As you feel ready, come to the middle, breathe in, lift the head, lift the sacrum, tuck your toes, and then breathing out, downward dog. So we can keep a bend in the knees, drop the head, and give your hips a little sway like you're wagging your tail, side to side. Drop your head. And with that little bit of a side-to-side movement, start to walk your hands, drag them on back towards you, bringing the hands to the shins as you're ready. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, flow down over the legs, Uttanasana. Now in this forward bend, bend the knees, sway. Side-to-side movement here. Dropping any tension from the neck and the head. Stay with your breath. One more. Inhale. And that long exhale draws you deeper into the forward bend. Hips towards the sky. Feel that. Lengthening the back of the legs. We're going to bend the knees and inhale, start to uncurl, keeping a little sway as you go. Rising upwards. Keep breathing. Uncurling. Good. So arms and head heavy. Rising slowly. And when eventually you get up to the top, roll your shoulders back. Let the neck and the head align with the spine. Tadasana. And then breathe in, open, arms up to the sky. As we breathe out, take the feet a little bit wider, turn them out, and let's come towards our squat. Just lean on in, elbows inside your knees. Keep a little sway going here. Breathe in, walk out on the hands, find your downward dog again. Breathe out, pull your hips back and up as you drop your head, heels towards the earth. Bring the feet together. Inhale and lift the right leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Turn the back foot, step it a little bit wider, put the heel down, breathe in and come up to warrior one. Breathe out, fall forwards, let the hands come behind, interlace the fingers, bow the head, hands rising off the back, humble warrior. Inhale, flow back up to the sky. So I know we're really moving here, but we'll be repeating it. We're going to breathe out, hands to the earth, step to plank, inhale. Breathing out on the knees or straight legs, lower. Your first little back bend here, so keep it easy. Maybe a cobra, perhaps a locust. Back into downward dog, breathing out. And keep our flow, so feet together. Inhale, left leg rising. Exhale, step it through. Take your time to set the back foot down, feel the roots. Rise on your inhale, warrior one. Flow forwards, exhale to humble warrior. Fingers interlace, head drops, we look back. Inhale, this is just round one of three. We come up to warrior one. Bring the hands to the earth, exhale. To plank, inhale. Exhale, on the knees or straight legs, lower. Inhale, rising, heart opens, reach through the toes. Lift through the middle, back to downward dog. We keep our flow, feet together. Breathe in, right leg, rising. Step through, exhale. Back foot to the earth. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, dive in, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one. Stay deep through the hips, deep bend in the knee. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, plank, take your time. The four corners, the head in line. Exhale, lower. If you're ready for upward dog, go ahead to the front of your feet. Exhale, lift back, downward dog. Feet together. Inhale, left leg rising. Exhale, step through. Anchor down the back foot. Bend the front knee deeply. Inhale, rising. Exhale, fold. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale to plank. Lower, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, downward dog. Last time now, a slower breath. Right leg rising, inhale. Exhale, step through. Lengthen the breath, ground the back foot. Long inhale, warrior one. Long exhale, humble warrior. Keep breathing out. Rising, inhale. Long exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale to plank. Slow exhale, lower. Slowly open, inhale. Slowly lift, pull back, exhale. Last time now, left leg. Inhale, feel the beginning, the middle, the end of the movement. Exhale, step through, beginning, middle. And at the end of the movement, put the back foot down. Inhale, rise, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, folding, beginning, middle, all the way to the end. Inhale, releasing, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, let's go. Hands to the earth, beginning, middle, end. Step back to plank, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, lower, slow, beginning, middle, end, and rise. Inhale, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, downward dog, middle, end, and stay. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the lower belly lifting up and in. Walk the hands down towards you. Inhale, hands to the shins, lengthen. Exhale, take the feet a little wider, turn them out and come to your squat. Use your blocks under you if you like. Inhale. Exhale, feel the release through the hips. One more. Inhale. Long exhale. Now hands to the earth, lift the hips. Inhale, we'll straighten up our feet as we lift halfway on fingertips or hands against shins. And then exhale, keep the hips high and bow down. Get the hands to the earth, drop your head. Bend the knees, inhale, uncurl all the way up, open the arms to the sky. Reach and then gather. Hands to the heart. Keeping the hands at the heart, just let the awareness come to the hips and start to circle the hips. Tiny little circle. And let the eyes close if it helps. We're going to shift around the other way. So feel your hips move from one side to the other, round to the front, round to the back. Let's go round the other way. Bringing the focus to the pelvis and the fluidity of that movement. And then we're going to imagine bringing the pelvis right to the middle of that circle. Letting it find the center point. And from there, tadasana. Now, let's step our feet wide. So turn on your mat, whatever way works for you, to have the feet as wide apart as like the length of a leg. Okay. Now turn your heels in a little bit. So the toes point out, hands on the hips. Feel the pelvis, a little rock, a little sway, even a circle. And then bring it to neutral. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bend your knees. Keep your pelvis as it is. That's it. Now come up. Inhale, lifting from the pelvic floor. And then breathe out. We just bend our knees. Keep the pelvis as it is. That's right. Up again. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Good. Now come up. Inhale. We're going to drop into that again. Exhale, but this time we're going to let the left arm come to the leg. Now take the right arm, turn the palm up like you're lifting a scoop of earth up over your head. Breathe in, reach across to a side bend, and then circle the arm down in front and let that arm land on the right leg. Now, left hand scoops up. Maybe it's water. Picture something. What is it? Bring it across and down. I'm no poet. Other side. Lifting the right arm up overhead, across and down. Love that movement. Again, through the left. So it's lifting up and over, down, across. There we go. Again to the right. So right hand up, over above your head, down across your body. Exhale. Got it. One more. Left side, lifting up, arm up and over, across and down. Now stay here. Put your hands on your legs, fingers point down. Now lean in. Breathe in, get down with those hips. Breathe out, and right shoulder comes in underneath you. Left shoulder back. Lift the heart. Press the hands to the knees. Breathe. Then the knees back. One more breath. Good. Looking around over that left shoulder. Into the middle, breathe in. Twist the other way. Breathe out. Left shoulder in, right shoulder back. Keeping that space across the pelvis. Breathe. Breathe out. Go deeper. Knees wide. One more breath. Long exhale. Into the middle, breathe in. And now straightening your feet, turn the heels out, let the hands come to the earth. We lift our hips, standing forward bend. Keep the hands under the shoulders on blocks if you like. Breathe in, lift the heart, lift the sit bones. Good. Now breathe out and let the hands walk back between the feet, head towards the earth. Or maybe the forehead towards a block is another way to do that. Breathing here, lifting through the legs into the sit bones. To bring that focus to Swadisthana chakra, your sacral chakra, the feeling of lift in the lower belly, the sacrum lifting towards the sky. Take one more breath. And then breathe in, bring the hands under your shoulders, lift the heart, the head, turn the heels in again, toes out a bit, bend the left leg, keeping the hands where they are. And then breathe in, come up. This is, we're moving towards skandadasana each side, right leg bends. So the hands under the shoulders, they can stay where they are, you bend your knee. Good, go again, inhale. Left leg bends, exhale. And again, let it flow up to the right, exhale. Now up, inhale. We're going to the left as we exhale and we're going to stay. Let the hands reach a little further across to the right so you're leaning away from your hands. Get down into the hips. Take another breath. Go right down into that left side. Come up as you breathe in. Over to the right, we're bending the right knee. And then we're just going to inch the hands a little bit more over towards the left. So you're leaning away from the hands, like the hands are resisting. One more breath. Right into that right hip. Back to the middle. Straighten the feet, hands under your shoulders. Breathe in, lifting halfway. And now walk the hands around so you come to a low lunge facing the right foot. So spin your feet. Drop the left knee down. Take a moment now. Sink the hips low. Put the left hand firm on the ground, a little bit out to the side. Inch the right foot out to the right a bit. Heel toe it out. Hand against the right knee. So you're coming up a little bit away from the earth. Let that right hip open. You're going to lean back a little bit from that right leg. both hands to the earth. Let's lift up the back knee and walk the hands along the side of the mat, spinning your feet as you go until you're in a low lunge over that left leg. So facing the left foot, bring the right knee down. Now take your time, feel it, anchor the right hand. Good, now move the foot out a bit to the left. Then you could be here with the hands on the earth inside the foot, or your left hand to your knee. Lift the body up and back a little. So stay with this. So we've got our hand, right hand on the earth, the left hand out to the side a little bit, and you're leaning away from it. Yeah, exactly. One more breath. And then let's bring the two hands down. You're going to lift your back knee up, so turn your toes under. We'll come back to the center point where we had our feet parallel, our hands under our shoulders. Take a breath in. And then one more time, our forward bend, hands between the feet if you can. Crown of the head towards the floor or forward to a block. Take another breath. Just one more, lifting into the sacrum, lifting the lower belly. Now hands back out under your shoulders. Inhale, we lift halfway. As we exhale, walk the hands around to the front of the mat, step the feet back to downward dog. One last connecting vinyasa. Come forwards to plank and feel a neutral pelvis here. Not too tucked under, certainly not lifted up. And then lower on down. Now your back bend, cobra or locust, or if you can, upward dog, front of the feet and the hands. Downward dog, breathe out. Take another breath, little sway through the hips. Now walk your feet up your mat. Let's bring your feet together. Breathe in, lengthen, lift halfway, and then come down to your hunkers. Breathe out. Take your knees apart, keep your feet together, and crouch down in between the knees. Bow the head. Malasana, garland pose. Stay here, or go ahead and reach your hands a bit further ahead of you. Sit down a bit deeper. Just quieten down into this forward fold. And then we're going to drop our hips all the way to the earth. So you might want to bring your hand behind you, or you can keep them out ahead and just sit. Stretch your legs out long ahead of you. Inch up your mat a little bit. Breathe in, arms ahead. Breathe out, roll down. Now inhale, reach. Arms over your head, long to your toes. And then breathing out, gather in both knees. A little sway, a little rock. And let's try circling the knees in one direction together. You can cross your ankles for this if you like. And we're circling around to feel the sacrum now, being massaged on the earth. That's it, go around the other way. So we're getting this forward and back tilt like we did at the beginning, but now moving around the sides as well. Let's go one more time. So this particular energy center, it's associated with your creativity, your ability to absorb ideas. Let's draw the knees into the body. Take the feet, we'll come to happy baby. And it's also associated with our ability to communicate and let others into our lives, our relationships with others. Let's keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long, hug the right leg in, lengthen the left leg, and then draw the right leg across, right arm out behind. But if we think of that energy center as associated with water, and the qualities of water, and starts to make a lot of sense, like thinking of our ability to move in the river of life, bring the leg back in. Can we go with the flow, and cope with the changes and the twists and turns? The left leg in and the right leg long. And are we actually a little bit too much? Is there too much flow? No boundaries, a flood. Bring the leg across, we'll twist the other way. So the trick with all of this is to find the balance. Being open without losing ourselves, without saying yes to everything and everyone. Take one more breath. Bring it back in, bring that knee in, give it a hug. With the leg as well now, just for a moment. One more little rock. And then we're going to come down onto the earth, so we can roll off to the side if you'd like to grab any props for under your legs or your head. Or if you want to keep it simple, just have the legs long, feet hip width apart, arms wide of the body, perhaps a cushion under the head, and empty into Savasana. So take your time. If you want to gather anything to put under or over you, do that. Now, feel your body sinking into the earth. As you empty the doing, take this moment to feel the easy coming and going of your breath. And the feeling of letting go. Feel the whole back of your body. Whole back of the body emptying into the earth. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. The flow of energy through the whole body. Here in Savasana, we give the body a chance to heal as we allow the energy of the practice to flow to every cell, every little neglected corner. Feel the energy flowing in all its different forms throughout the whole body. And drawing the awareness deep inside, let it settle on the area around Swadisthana chakra, the sacral chakra. Notice the movement here as you breathe. And notice any sense of holding. Can you allow this area to soften? Let the pelvis be held by the earth. And let all the muscles release. As you nourish this part of yourself with your awareness. Have some positive affirmation or words relating to this energy center. Maybe something has arisen that you need to set boundaries, or you need to be a little more open, or something that will bring more balance to your life. Or perhaps today you'll repeat to yourself 3 times, I open to joy. Repeat your own words, or those simple words, I open to joy, 3 times. And then as you're ready, take a deeper breath into the belly. Breathe out, empty the back of the waist to the earth, roll the kneecaps towards the ceiling, holding the pelvis steady, bend one leg, foot to the earth or the bolster, and then the other, and then roll over to your side. Come on up to sitting in your own time. And when you do, we'll bring our hands together at the heart center and let the eyes close. And listen in. How do you feel? Bring to mind something or someone you feel grateful for now in your life. Let's take a big breath in, open the arms wide, stretch up overhead. And gather it in, exhale, pause at the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.